Hello everyone, welcome to the Codesultant Channel. Our topic is appliances as specified in Article 422 of the NEC. As defined in Article 100, an appliance is utilization equipment, generally other than industrial, that is fastened in place, stationary, or portable, is normally built in a standardized size or type, and is installed or connected as a unit to perform one or more functions such as clothes washing, air conditioning, food mixing, deep frying, and so forth. Therefore, Article 422 covers appliances commonly found in dwelling units and commercial places such as supermarkets, service areas, car washes and gas stations, restaurants, and retail stores. While some appliances falling under Article 422 might be present in industrial or production areas, they are less common in those settings. Important note: it's worth noting that sections 422.3 and 422.4 have been deleted in the NEC 2023. The reasoning behind this deletion is that these sections were considered redundant and unnecessary, primarily because appliances are required to be listed. However, for the purpose of this discussion and understanding the evolution of the code, we will still address the requirements that were previously outlined in these sections. Article 422.3, titled Other Articles, states that Articles 430 and 440 are applicable. Article 430 outlines the requirements for the installation of motor-operated appliances. This means that appliances with motors, such as garbage disposals, exhaust fans, and washing machines, must adhere to the rules and guidelines specified in Article 430. This article specifically addresses motors, motor circuits, and motor controllers, covering topics like overcurrent protection, disconnecting means, and motor enclosure requirements. In contrast, Article 440 pertains to appliances that contain hermetic refrigerant motor compressors, which includes sealed refrigeration systems like air conditioners, heat pumps, refrigerators, and freezers. Article 440 provides specific requirements for these appliances, focusing on the motor compressor and its electrical components, including proper conductor sizing, overload protection, and suitable disconnecting means for motor compressors. Important note: always review Article 422 first for any amendments that may override or enhance the requirements in Articles 430 and 440, as Article 422 takes precedence. Section 422.4, Live Parts. Please note that appliances shall have no live parts normally exposed to contact other than those parts functioning as open-resistance heating elements, such as the heating element of a toaster, which are necessarily exposed, as specified in Section 422.4. Live parts refer to electrical components that are energized and could cause a shock if touched. The rule states that these parts should not be accessible under normal circumstances. This is typically achieved through proper enclosure design, insulation, and guarding of electrical components within the appliance. The intent is to prevent accidental contact with potentially dangerous voltages. The exception to this rule is for appliances using open-resistance heating elements, like a toaster, electric space heater, or some ovens, where the heating element is permitted to be exposed to air in order to function. Section 422.5, Ground Fault Circuit Interrupter Protection, in subsection 422.5, A. General, states that appliances identified in 422.5, A1, through 422.5, A7, rated 150 volts or less to ground, and 60 amperes or less, single or three-phase, shall be provided with Class A, GFCI protection for personnel. Multiple Class A, GFCI protective devices shall be permitted but shall not be required. The appliances requiring GFCI protection are 1. Automotive vacuum machines, 2. Drinking water coolers and bottle fill stations, 3. Cord and plug connected high-pressure spray washing machines, 4. Tire inflation machines, 5. Vending machines, 6. Sump pumps, 7. Dishwashers. Informational note: Section 210.8 specifies requirements for GFCI protection for the branch circuit outlet where the covered location warrants such protection. Why is GFCI protection required for these appliances? Appliances used in wet or potentially wet environments shall be provided with GFCI protection for personnel, such as sump pumps, dishwashers, drinking water coolers, and bottle fill stations. While the tire inflation and automotive vacuum machines, these are commonly found at service stations and car washes, these appliances are exposed to harsh environmental conditions. These increases the risk of electrical faults and makes GFCI protection crucial. Further, due to the electrocution and shock incidents involving vending machines, these incidents led directly to the requirement for GFCI protection on vending machines to prevent future injuries. This section requires that GFCI devices used to meet requirements in this article be readily accessible, correlating with the rule in 210.8. For the cord and plug connected appliance can be used either a Type A, GFCI receptacle outlet, GFCI extension, or a GFCI circuit breaker. However, for a hardwire connection, a Type A, GFCI circuit breaker may be the only practical option. Class A, GFCI devices are designed to trip when current leakage to ground is in the range of 4 mA to 6 mA and are rated for voltages not greater than 150 volts to ground. Section 422.5, B, GFCI installation options. There are several options available for providing GFCI protection for appliances, as stated in subsection 422.5. B, GFCI must be readily accessible, which facilitates required periodic testing as well as resetting a tripped device. GFCI can be installed in the following locations. 1. Within the branch circuit, the overcurrent device. 2. A device or outlet within the supply circuit. 3. An integral part of the attachment plug. 4. Within the supply cord, not more than 300 mm, 12 inches, from the attachment plug. 5. Factory installed within the appliance. Section 422.6. Listing requirements. The National Electrical Code mandates that all electrical appliances operating at 50 volts or higher must be listed by a qualified testing laboratory. This ensures that appliances have met specific safety standards and have been tested for proper operation. Thank you all for watching.